Hey, g'day guys. Darren back with the weekly review. A little bit late, I'm sorry. We have been away this weekend. It was our 20th wedding anniversary, so I do have a good excuse. But yeah, I couldn't get the video done on Friday. Yeah, so we're about to enter lockdown again in WA. How exciting is that? Doesn't really bother me. In our household, actually, most people are happy. The two boys were meant to return to school tomorrow, and they don't have to, so they're stoked. I don't care, and my wife thinks the traffic will be better, so she doesn't mind going to work tomorrow. But yeah, so exciting times over here. I don't think it'll affect the market much. It's just WA. No one really cares. But yeah, we're 5 days at least in lockdown, so exciting times. Okay, so let's get into it. The ASX review for the week ending 29th of January 2021. So, ended up being a bad week with a especially bad, I think it was Thursday, Friday. Friday was quite an amazing day, the way it turned, and yeah, I think it was about a 200-point range in the end. But anyway, down 2.84% for the week to close at 6,607. 51 stocks were up for the week, 146 down, and 3 stocks remain unchanged. Now, of the best on the market, what do we have? Top 5 gainers, URW were the best. Still put on 22.4% last week to close at 541. IEL, they had an interesting week. IDP Education, up 12.5%. The Domain Group, they were up 8%, most of that on Friday. TWE were up 7.83%. An interesting week for them as well. And SSM, who had a bonds day on Friday as well, were up 6.42%. The losers, IFL, that's IUF, isn't it? That was down 16%. ALD, which is Ampol, they were a good one for the shorts this week. They were down nearly 15%. Linus, who have had a good run overall, but were down 14% this week. Kogan, they were going along quite nicely, and they had a pretty bad day on Friday, down nearly 14%. And BPT, that's Speech, down just over 12%. So now what I thought I would do, I race through that pretty quick because I also want to look at the monthly winners and gainers. Quite interesting to have a look what did well and how the market did actually, even though we had a really bad week this week. But actually, looking at it, this week was our worst week since October, about 3 months ago, late October. But after that really bad week in October, which was even worse than this one, we end up having 7 straight weeks of gains. So you never know. That might be what's going to happen here. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so now let's look at the month. For the month of January, the XJO was up barely, 0.3% to close obviously at 6607. 80 stocks were up, 119 stocks down, and 1 stock unchanged. For the month, ZipPay turned it on, put on nearly 40% for the month to close at 727. Bingo put on 32% to 323. PME, that's Pro Medicus, up 25% to 4284. See, Linus Corp, they were one of the worst this week, but overall for the month they put on 20%. So nice stock to hold for the month to 478. And New Farm put on over 18% to $4.85. Now Zip's an interesting one. They are a fairly decent company, and the numbers, you can't complain about 100% growth, and that's what they had in the second quarter. Oh no, sorry, yeah, the second quarter report, year on year anyway, they had 100%, pretty much across the board numbers. So yeah, the market did like that. On the other side, the losers, PolyNovo had a bad month, down 32% to $2.63. Nanosonics, they had a bad month as well, down 15% to $6.84. ABC, damn, I got them. Didn't realise it was that bad. Down 14%. Link down nearly 14%, and Resolute Gold also lost 14% for the month. So it was interesting at the moment. Now, as you may or may not know, if you're in the Aussie Share Trader group, the Facebook page, in the group, I'm not working at the moment. And yeah, I've got to make a bit about that as well. What happens? I have a job, now I don't. Related to the market as well. But anyway, at the moment I'm not working. So I've got a lot of time at the moment. I'm pretty much spending all my days looking at the market, and I'm getting into day trading, which I've done in the past, and I spoke about day trading during the tech boom, and I made a lot of money. But looking back, I was lucky. Everyone was making money. I just happened to get out at a pretty good time back then. But something I really haven't had a lot of success with, because the way I trade, I look more at the fundamentals. It's a little harder when you're day trading. The fundamentals don't mean as much if you're looking at individual stocks. If you're looking at the market in general, then the fundamentals do count. But I'm looking at individual stocks. That's what I like to trade. And you've got to be more of either a chartist, or I like to call myself a ticker tape reader, like the old days. Just watching the prices, looking for little mini breaks just in the price action, not in the chart itself. And the chart is a reflection of the price action anyway, but I just like to look at the numbers. And you're trying to trade. I'm only doing small trades at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. I've got a few ideas. I'm experimenting, but I'm sure there's people out there who are well more advanced in their day trading than I am, and happy to get any feedback, and perhaps have another little group as well that we can talk to each other during the day, because like I say, I'm sitting there all day looking at the market. So that's me at the moment. Now, sorry, I just thought I'll at the end here have a look next week. As of last week, really, there's companies starting to release their half yearly results. Next week we got REA Group, Credit Corp, BWP Trust, GUD Holdings, Centuria Industrial releasing their half yearlies, and more and more coming in the next few weeks, in the next month or so. February, obviously a big month for the half yearly results. So that's another thing I'm looking at as for day trading is responding to what the market does when these results are released. And I do have this theory, which I'm really going to test over the next few weeks, called the first move is often the wrong one. So if a company does release their half yearly and they either spike up or spike down, I'm going to follow them closely, because if they reverse that position in 10 to 20 minutes or half hour after open, I'm going to be jumping on board. So that's going to be a plan. We'll see if it works. But it is a theory I've held for a long time, and I think it will stand up to day trading. We'll see. Okay, guys. I feel like I've got stuff I want to say. I haven't written it down. Look, I'm putting up a daily vid on my Facebook page, the Aussie Share Trader Facebook page, not in the group, just on the page. So if you want to get a daily update of what the markets are doing, feel free to go over there and like the page, and you'll see me at the end of the day. But by about 5:30, 6 o'clock Sydney time, I should have a video up every day. I'm aiming to do it every day. As I said, I've got nothing else to do at the moment. I'm looking at the market. So I just thought I'd put my thoughts into a video at the end of each day. And a few other things. I'll leave it there for now. And I will talk soon. No worries, guys. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome trading week. If you do trade the markets full time, get in touch with me. I'd like to hear from you, and exchange ideas during the days. Perhaps get another little group going, perhaps, where we can bounce things around during the day. I'm sure there's groups out there already, so maybe you can introduce me to some day trading groups, because like I say, it's fairly foreign to me, this whole thing, and pretty exciting at the moment. No worries. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.